Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you didn't see my last video, last week I did a college decisions reactions video and I asked if anyone wanted me to do a college decisions reveal or a stats video, and I got a couple requests to do stats video / decision reveal, so that's what I'm doing today. Okay, I can't decide if I want to put my hair up today or if I think I want to keep it up. Like, also I don't want to look like a pilgrim. It's like my number one fear is achieving pilgrim status. Okay, I think I look fine, right? If you didn't watch my last video, I applied to 7 universities. I applied to, oh my gosh, Marquette University, St. Louis University, Baylor University, Texas Christian University, Loyola Marymount University, Tulane University, and the University of Southern California. And I got into all of them except for USC. So here are my stats. So basically, I had a 4.0 GPA, unweighted. I don't know what it was weighted. There's probably a way I could figure that out, or I've probably seen it before. I just didn't really pay attention to it. I have no idea what my weighted GPA is. But I know unweighted it was a 4.0, and I had all A's in high school. Not necessarily all high A's in high school, but I did have all A's in high school. And I was in the top 10% of my class. By the skin of my teeth. There were 40 people in my class, and I was number 4. But I was still top 10%. Which was very cool. As far as ACT and SAT goes, I only took the ACT twice. The highest score I got on that was a 27. And then my SAT, my highest score that I got was a 1360. I did submit those to the colleges. I know that like this year it was all test optional, so I didn't have to. But I did anyway because I slaved over my SAT score. And I was like, I didn't spend all that time studying and all that time taking the test just for me to not submit an SAT score. So I did. Yeah, I got a 27 ACT, 1360 SAT. I did take a significant number of honors and AP classes. My freshman year, I took honors geometry, honors biology, and then I took pre-AP English 1. And then my sophomore year, I took honors algebra 2, honors chemistry, pre-AP English 2. I technically took honors world history, but like we didn't do anything in that class. And when I tell you we didn't do anything, I mean, like, we literally, like, every single day would go into class and we would just play a game that had nothing to do with world geography because the teacher was not very good and he, like, just didn't really care anymore. So you can say that I took honors world history, but I didn't because I did not learn anything in that class. And then my junior year, I took honors physics, AP language and literature, and I took the AP test. I made a 4, and I took 4 dual credit classes. I took U.S. History 1 and U.S. History 2, and then I took Pre-Cal and Trig for dual credit. And then my senior year, the only honors class I took was Honors Anatomy and Physiology. And then I took 4 more dual credit classes, like 2 per semester, so I did Econ, British Literature, U.S. Government, and American Literature. I don't know if there are other stats. As far as, like, as a student, like, as a whole, I did have a job. Or I still have the job, but I had a part-time job. I started at the end of my sophomore year, and I still work there now. I played volleyball, JV volleyball freshman and sophomore year. I was on the soccer team sophomore, junior, and senior year. I did theater all 4 years. Actually, I didn't do theater sophomore year. I did theater freshman year, junior year, and senior year. I took dance class both my junior and my senior year. And then I was on the cheer team my freshman, sophomore, junior, and then for my senior year, I switched to the dance team. I was also on the leadership team / which is like our campus ministry thing, junior year and senior year. I did a lot of things. I was very involved. The only thing that I wish I had done more of was volunteer stuff. Basically, I just kind of fulfilled the volunteer like hour requirements for my school and just did like the bare minimum. And then my junior and senior year, because of COVID, they didn't have requirements anymore. So like this year, I literally just didn't get any service hours because I didn't have to. Especially like applying to schools like Tulane where they're like super big on community service. I felt very like, I guess like embarrassed or like inadequate because I was like, here are my literal like bare minimum service hours minus these 2 years where I hardly have any. But I did still get into Tulane technically by the skin of my teeth, but I did. I don't know if there's anything else that needs to be covered. If there is, if I didn't mention anything that I maybe should have, let me know in the comments and I will answer any questions that you have. So now for the decision reveal. I've already filmed it. I filmed it yesterday, and I'm just warning you, it's a lot. Am I proud of what I created? Not necessarily. I just don't really want to refilm it because I'm lazy and I need to get this video up. So, okay, so I hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching. Love you so much. Bye. Okay, so I just filmed like the part where I do my decision reveal, and in it, my head is cut off for half of it. And so the angle is really awkward and my head's cut off in it, but I really don't want to refilm it because I've stalled making this video for long enough. So, sorry. Just ignore the fact that my head's cut off. I'm sorry. You know what, next college decision reveal I do, I promise my head's not going to be cut off. This time though, I cannot say the same. My head is cut off for a good portion of it. Enjoy looking at mainly just my pants. But yeah, thanks. Okay, so I was trying to think of a creative way that I could do my like college acceptance like reveal thing, and I know everyone does the thing with the cupcakes, but I didn't want to do that because first of all, I didn't want to make a ton of like 7 cupcakes just to like eat them all, and no, it's too much work. But I was trying to think of like something that's like not like stupid or like lame that I could use to show my college acceptances. So I decided that the solution would be I would do mine Dance Mom's pyramid style. Like I said, not stupid or lame. So we've got all 7 schools on here, and we're just gonna rip them off. Ready? First one to go. You know what? This was a much better idea in my head. All right, first one. University of Southern California. They didn't accept me, and I didn't appreciate that. So I will not be attending University of Southern California next year. Okay, next one. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't go to college. Next one is SLU. If you watched my last video, you know that they lost my application, first of all. Second of all, after I applied, I decided that I definitely wanted to go into film, and SLU literally just does not have a film program. So that's why I'm not going. Also, I did draw the logos myself, if you couldn't tell. SLU's definitely is the most interesting of them all. Third one, Loyola Marymount. This one might come as a shock because Loyola Marymount's a really good school. So they have a really, really, really good film program, one that I am not qualified for. I applied as an English major. Then after I applied and got accepted, I was like, oh, I want to do film, and they have a really good film program that I would never be able to get into while I have like 0 portfolio and like 0 experience. So I had to cross Loyola Marymount off the list. I didn't draw any religious symbols. I didn't want to make it seem like I was making fun of anyone's logo, so I didn't want to I literally just like wanted to draw this fancy line, and I think I did a solid job. Yeah, I'm not trying to make fun of SLU either. Like literally both of my parents went to SLU. SLU is the sole reason I exist. Next one on the pyramid, we have Tulane. This might come as a shock to a lot of you. Tulane was my top school for like the longest time. Also, like they just had a really good program that I was really interested in, but they didn't give me any scholarship money, and Tulane's really, really, really expensive. So my parents were just like, no, you're not going. Honestly, I don't think I would have fit in with the party scene anyway, so it's fine. I do love their mascot though, and I did attempt to draw him, and it's not very good. Next one. Okay. Baylor. Baylor's a really good school, and they also have a really good film program that you don't have to like have crazy credentials to get into. But Baylor, for me, is just like too close to home. That's basically it. I'm very independent, and I always want to like find my own space and like be my own person. And I just feel like I wouldn't be able to do that at Baylor. I'd feel very like trapped in like the same community I've been growing up in for like almost my whole life. So now we have 2 schools left. If you're paying attention, you know what 2 schools are left. Reveal 3, 2, 1. I will not be attending Texas Christian University. This one was a close one. I was very close to going. Actually, I toured the school, and I was like pretty set that I was gonna go. I was really nervous about going though, because a lot of the people that I know from my high school that went there were like, they were all a specific kind of person. If that makes sense, they were all like very like sorority oriented people, and I'm just not that. I just didn't really get along with those people that well, and I felt like TCU had a lot of those personalities, and I know there are like normal people at TCU that like are not crazy sorority people. I just feel like I might feel overwhelmed by that community. Also, their film program, just like if they have a good one, they don't really like broadcast it on the website, and I also tried to email them and ask them like what opportunities I'd have, and they didn't answer me. I wasn't super excited for it, but then one day I got a call from the infamous Marquette University. I got a call from them like the day I was gonna deposit to TCU, saying that they were offering me a full ride scholarship. Well, they don't offer full ride scholarship. Basically, it's like complicated because like I'm in this like one thing. I probably should have explained this at the beginning. I'm in this one program where I can get full tuition off, except for at Tulane I could not get full tuition off. It was only 75%, probably because Tulane's so expensive that it just wouldn't be fair. So I would apply to school, and if I got in, then I was also considered for this one scholarship for only a certain number of schools. So I only applied to schools that I could get the scholarship from. So I applied to school, and then it was basically like I hated it because it was like having to apply twice, basically, or having to get accepted twice, because like Tulane, I got into the school, but I didn't get the scholarship. I got the call that I got this scholarship from Marquette like 3 days before like the decision day, and it was the day I was going to deposit to TCU, and they had sent me an email before. And one of their freshmen sent me an email like telling me about like all the opportunities she had as a film student there, and I was just like fascinated, so I was like, that is so cool that she literally has all these opportunities to do stuff. It made me really excited about the school. And I just think like overall that atmosphere I'd fit in a lot better, especially like compared to TCU. I think it's a lot more like me. So this might be very, very surprising because I got into a lot of really, really good schools, and then I went to a school that's not necessarily like super top tier ranked, but it's still a good school. I kind of want to like use this as like a PSA to like send a message that like just because the school isn't like the best, it's not about like the quality of the school, it's about like what would be best for you. So don't think just because you're not going to Harvard or USC that you're not going to the school that would be best for you. So that's my whole spiel. Thank you for joining me for the much awaited reveal. I'm going to Marquette, so that's very cool. My orientation today, it starts in 10 minutes. So I need to clean all this up now. Cool, bye.